When working with individuals who have pain, trauma, struggle, or poor decision making in their stories, boundaries are critical in order to maintain a healthy support relationship. This is true no matter the age of the individual that you are working with. However, if for any reason you are providing care or support to a minor who is not within your nuclear family, it is crucial for you to have extremely strong boundaries in place for both of you to have well-being. It is vital to the safety and well-being of the child, the family, your organization, and the role that you have for an appropriate boundary to be in place at all times. Additionally, if you are providing support and you believe a romantic or physical interest is growing, there is a need for there to be healthy boundaries, which might include finding new sources of support for that person. I recognize the situations and circumstances will vary, yet I urge for all of us who are providing care and support for others to make sure that we are staying within a healthy parameter of support in which there are not unhealthy connections or blurred lines of reasons why we are in someone's life. If you are simply a friend or family member, you will need to use wise decision making and good judgment to make sure that healthy boundaries are not crossed. And if you believe you are nearing them, it is time to get someone else involved. If you are a professional or have a defined support role, it is crucial for you to have healthy boundaries and also follow the protocols of your own organization. I do not say this because I believe poorly about your intentions. Not at all. Rather, I know how quickly an unhealthy attachment can form, or how easy it can be for someone who is working through a struggle to see a support worker as a hero figure, which can then blur lines within a head and heart which is still processing brokenness in their own story. You see, at times, as support workers, we will initiate important conversations with those that we are concerned about. This can have a lasting positive impact on them, as well as being a starting point to them receiving the support, guidance, tools, resources, and care that they need. Other times, they may approach us, unsolicited, and share about a crisis or trauma in their life. While I am a firm believer in sharing and being present for others as they seek healing, if there are warning bells going off in your head, it may be important for you to ask yourself a few key questions. Does the conversation that you are having need a third party present? Does the conversation you are having need an authority figure present? Does the conversation that you are having need to be followed up with by bringing others in? Let's discuss why these might be important. Does the conversation that you are having need a third party present? When a person divulges something critical, it can be a vulnerable time in which emotions and impulses run high. Bringing a third person into the conversation may allow for there to be an additional person to absorb the story versus create a one hero figure alone. Additionally, if they are sharing about harm or trauma happening outside of the home, it may be wise to bring in a member of the family to best join the team in providing support for them on a daily basis. Does the conversation that you're having need an authority figure? Depending on your organization's protocol and depending on what the person is sharing about, it may be critical for either authorities, law enforcement, or organization supervisors to be made aware of the situation which is being discussed. This is both for accountability's sake and to meet the standards of your governing statutes. Often, this will only be the case if you are working with minors, as various child and youth services across the nation have age limits and child welfare laws on danger and harmful environments. Always refer to your local and state governance to determine the best course of action for mandated reporters and support care workers. Does the conversation that you are having need to be followed up with by bringing others in? While it may not be critical for you to bring a third party into the conversation while it is happening, it might be as soon as it is over. Many times, those who are struggling will not continue to open up if an additional individual is present, especially if there is a lack of connection with that person. This is understandable, yet once they have shared, it might be required, or just plain wisdom, to invite others into that knowledge. This is true whether you are serving in a defined role or a friend and family role. Do not feel as if you have to carry this alone. There are a wide variety of support options, both for those who are struggling and those who seek to support them, and we are rooting for each individual who needs support to find it.